Welcome to this short video on using roles within SBM. Roles provide an easy way to establish a security model for your business process because you can organize privileges by job function and then assign those privilege sets to groups and to users. Roles also provide a way to populate selection lists for user fields. This ensures that users with the appropriate job function are readily available as items move through your process. Your first step is to decide which roles you need based on the job functions for your process and how you want users assigned to those roles to work with your application. For this tutorial, we're working with a simple IT help desk application, so we need roles for IT customers and IT technicians. Let's take a look in SBM Composer. By default, each new application includes two roles. The administrator role is granted all privileges in your process app. This ensures that users assigned to this role can work in the application without any restriction. It's always good to have at least one user assigned to this role, so we won't modify it for this example. The user role does not have any privileges assigned to it. For my example, I'm going to rename this role to IT customers. Users assigned to this role will have limited capabilities because I expect them to submit tickets into the system, but not necessarily act on those tickets. You'll see that the privileges are organized into different categories. I'll assign my privileges to IT customers in each of these categories. Let's work with item privileges first. I want to allow my IT customers to submit new items and to view and update items that they submitted. Next, let's determine which field privilege sections IT customers should see. By default, all users can see fields in the standard section, but I want my customers to see fields in the user section and update these fields if they need to. I want to make sure my customers can see changes that have occurred to items they submitted, so I'll assign privileges to view the state change history and the change history. I also want them to see information about the process, so I'll assign the privilege for viewing the workflow graphic. I want to make sure that users can use reports to see items that they submitted, so I grant them privileges to create their own reports and to run guest reports that I've created for them. I also want my customers to be able to add attachments to items they submitted and to view and edit those attachments if they need to. I want my customers to add notes to items they submit and view those notes as needed. These privileges are especially important if you want email messages sent from items attached as notes that are visible to anyone viewing an item. We're done assigning privileges to the IT customers role. You can add other roles as needed and assign privileges to the roles based on job function. For this example, I'll assign privileges that are appropriate to the role of someone who will resolve IT tickets in my organization. For now, I'll assign privileges to submit, own, view, update, and transition all items, though you should be sure to assign privileges to roles in all categories. Now that we have roles created, let's see how we apply them to user fields. I've already created two user fields, one for IT technicians and one for managers. In my process, I need a way for managers to select IT technicians as they assign items. The easiest way to do that is to associate the IT technician's role to the IT technicians field. This is done on the Options tab. I now have a start on my security setup for my IT help desk application. After I deploy my application, my next step is to create user and group accounts in the application administrator and assign those accounts to my roles. Look for the video in this series that discusses user and group management.